Welcome to my channel and welcome to this video where I'll be going over the crest farming efficiency and which stage you should actually farm, if you so choose. On the right side of the screen you'll see the math that I did for this, and there's some surprising results there. So let's go over that first. Specifically, you do not need a 100% consistent run on the stage 6 to be able to make more crests running those per stamina than running stage 5. As you can see, as long as you have at least an 80% efficiency, you will get more crests doing stage 6. And running stage 6 might sound a bit daunting to you, but it's not actually that bad if you have a properly working comp. Of course, one thing to keep in mind, this does not take into account the gold that you get, so I did not calculate how efficient that would be. But this is the comp that I use for running difficulty 6 of the event, and it is not 100% consistent. I do about 1 in 8 to 1 in 9, depending on what RNG tells me to. Since these are rather stamina expensive, I haven't run a whole lot of them though. I'm at about 30 clears with this team. So let's look at the relics for these so that you know actually what to build. Gabriel as a captain is very strong because the enemies deal a lot of damage, and having this bit more buffer really increased my efficiency and consistency on this. Pretty standard relics, nothing too crazy. Again, like in all of my builds for the espers, I'm running speed primary stats. This does not mean you should absolutely do that, it's just my personal preference to do so. Skilled up completely. Well, the Ollie is kinda useless since he doesn't even have relics. I worked a bit on his relics, so there's a bit of a difference there. Let's give this a shot so you can see how it performs. In a lot of runs, toward the end, one of them dies, sometimes two, but it's usually enough for the rest of the team to finish it off. And yes, this is entirely auto-cleared. Oh yeah, it's time for manual clears. They really don't like taking in this time around. As you can see, even with that, it's not dying at this stage. Any of the deaths usually happen in wave 2. Yeah, they could have at least given Ollie some relics. Which actually means that people who actually pulled Ollie from the golden records have a much easier time here if they built him. Which I'm not sure they should, but just assuming that they did. Now that was unfortunate, only one of the attack downs landed. Well, they split their attention in fighting, so that was at least useful. And as useless as Ollie is here, he at least will prevent the first death. Unless it's his own. Again, only 2 hits, that's unfortunate. There's the death prevention from Ollie. As you can see, that's probably going to be a death here. If they hit Gabrielle or Tengyun again. And just as that, Tengyun dies. But they are still strong enough to finish this. This takes a bit longer. If you would want to make this more consistent, more HP or more defense on your espers would certainly work. So, like many things, it's just a relic game.
That was easy.
And there you go, that was clear. Like I said, this is not 100% consistent. Sometimes one of the espers dies too early, and if that's Jangpo, that is usually a loss, as well as Tengyun if he dies way too early. But like I said, it's about 1 in 8 to 1 in 9 that I can only lose, so... Oh, 1 to 8. In this case, like, it's a bit hard to define exactly what the win-loss ratio is, since I was not able to run too many of these. I don't need much of the event currency, so spending 14 stamina or 140 per attempt is not really that good of an idea for me. Well, I hope this helped you understand how to maybe get a few more crests out of this event, and possibly how to run this stage on auto. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time.